Buenos días, kNifities. Bienvenidos a Knitted y Nicole. I am Nicole, me llamo Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. I am working on my 60 Star Blanket by Betty McKnit. I know it's been a long time, but you know what? These colors are actually perfect for spring, which is coming up very, very soon. And as you know, I was making this baby blanket for a baby who's now probably 6 months old. But I mean, at least it's not a decade-long baby blanket. I was making this blanket with yarn that I had bought for my cardigan, my hexagon cardigan, but then I ended up using something different. I used a roll. Oh, I can't remember what the roll thing was called, but I used a roll that was all variegated together because I wanted the colors to like change gradually versus abruptly, and so for that reason I used the roll. But I still had all of this yarn, which I love, and but I started using this yarn for a little sampler afghan from Annie's Kit Club, and I love this one because I think they look like little hands or little chicken feet. But what I didn't love are these like little gaps at the bottom, and I probably could have fixed them somehow. But even on my other pattern that I did on the other time I did the sampler, it has those little gaps at the bottom, and I don't like it. So I am cannibalizing it for the 60 Star Blanket. Oh, and then I'm supposed to skip some. So, okay, it's 5 here in the corner, and then 22. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. Oh, wow. And then you skip 2, and then keep going. So it's been a while since I've worked on this, and have you ever put down a work in progress, a whip, so long, and then wondered, like, oh my gosh, where am I at? Like, I've clearly done a few rounds of the 60 Star Blanket, because here it is, right? But so I knew I was capable of doing whatever round I was on, which is good, because sometimes when you start with a new pattern, you wonder, like, oh, can I even do it? But I'm in a place that I know I can do it, but I was still really overwhelmed in the morning. And in fact, I almost didn't do this because I was thinking, oh, I can't do it. But it's funny because I really know myself now, and yeah. So what I did was I have this stitch marker thing, and I got these on our least favorite everywhere retailer that comes, the next day. I shouldn't say least favorite because I use it way too much, but anyway, we'll just leave that as it is. So this tells me which repeat I'm on, and this tells me which row I'm on. So I'm on repeat 3, row 5, and the way that she makes the pattern, you can the stitches increase by the row. So you want to know what row you're on, or excuse me, what repeat you're on, so that you can find the right number of stitches for that repeat. Okay, but then, so that's one way I help myself, because I literally knew this would happen, because it happens to me every time. Not every time. Like if it's a really quick project, probably not. But then any project that takes some time, this happens to me, right? And then because of that, what else did I do? So I've had this little card, and this card is not old, but then here on the side, I'm not sure you can see it, but I actually wrote out what I'm supposed to be doing. So in row 5, I need to do 22 double crochets. I skip 2, do 22, and then 5 double crochets in the center peak. That's exactly what I need to do. And you know that because here on this piece of paper that I'm like randomly taking notes on, I also wrote the same thing. Because I had to look up the pattern. And I'm glad I looked it up because then I verified it. But at the same time, it's like, wow, I'm always trying to help myself out. And sometimes I'm not even being, like I am helping myself out, but I forget that I've helped myself. I forget that I've helped myself. Wow. I did this new thing on Threads, and it's called like Dear Algo. And you're supposed to say like, Dear Algo, show me people who blah, 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 blah. And so I think I said something like, Dear Algo, show me people who love to craft and want to be part of a virtual crafting community, which is the whole point of these 10-minute crafting breaks, right? Remember I can't say the most important part, but one of the really important parts is that you grab your whip, and that you take some time and craft. That's the goal. And that we all are like here crafting together. Okay, I don't know why this one is bigger. That's annoying. But it'll be okay. Like when I put the next row on, it'll be fine. Anyway, and so I got a whole bunch of new threads, which they call your friends on Threads. So there are my nifty threads. So that's fun. And I guess it only works for 3 days. So if I want to do it again, I can. But 10, 15, 20. Okay, I was thinking I was about right. Sometimes I miscount. Well, I don't know. You probably know. You've seen it. Sometimes I miscount, so I always want to just verify real quick. We know our dearest Nifty Nettie. She seems like she's having just a little bit of a hard time. So I want to send her so much love. And I hate how that's split. And I want her to know that, Nettie, I'm thinking of you, and I hate that you're going through this hard time, but I want you to know that you are so strong and that you've had hard times before and you've made it through, and you can also make it through this hard time. Yeah. That's for our dear Nifty Nettie. Anyway, Nifties, we are almost done for today. Our 10 minutes does just seem to fly by. I am so grateful that you have logged in today and that you have hopefully gotten to do a little bit more of your craft. Okay, here's another funny thing. I don't really look for the numbers, but I think I told you that my average view time was 1 minute. That's fine. Like, even though they're 10-minute crafting breaks, the average view time was 1 minute. But my average view time is up to 4.5 minutes. So I know part of it is that I have been making longer videos, but I'm hoping that part of it is just that we are finding our groove. So please like, follow, share. And then if you are on YouTube, please subscribe. Subscribe so that you can also have your 10 minutes of crafting time each day. And I got caught up with my work, and I am going to be more consistent. So let's do our 10 minutes, and we will see you tomorrow. Nos vemos.